Peace Collective, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. My name is Milan. I am an intuitive tarot reader. If you guys are new here to this channel, welcome. If you guys are returning, welcome back. It means the world to me each and every single time you guys join. Thank you guys times 1,000 for being here and for deciding to spend your time and your energy here with me in these readings. As you guys know, this is going to be another general collective reading. However, we are going to get into another deep dive today. As you can tell by the title, we are looking into the energy between Aaliyah and Beyoncé. If you guys are interested in readings more like this, that look more into the music, entertainment, celebrity culture, I've got an entire playlist already curated. It's called the Deep Dive Series. That's where you can find more readings just like this one. Okay, if you guys are interested in love readings, I've got plenty of those on my channel. I do also offer personal readings. If you guys are interested in personals, definitely feel free to let me know, hit me up. All that information is going to be in the description box down below, like always. Just as a quick disclaimer, you guys, this channel is not specific to any particular zodiac sign. It is not specific to just these celebrity readings either. Okay, this is not a personal reading. All right, we do not know these people personally. We do not know them on a personal level. So everything in this reading is alleged until proven otherwise and for entertainment purposes only. If you're going to get in the comments, all I ask is that you keep it cute, keep it respectful with me and the other people that are commenting. All right, we do not know these people, so don't take it personally. All right, if you guys don't like the reading, you don't like what I'm saying, you can just click off and call it a day, and that's all right. All right. But yeah, let's get into this. So I've got two Queen of Pentacles placed out here. So I have a Queen of Pentacles with the yellow background. This is going to represent Beyoncé, being that she is a Virgo. And then I've got another Queen of Pentacles with the black border, the black background. This is going to represent Aaliyah, being that she was a Capricorn. Okay. If you, of course, I'm sure if you clicked on this reading, then you are familiar with who Aaliyah was and who Beyoncé is. I feel like a lot of people kind of like skip over the fact that, you know, Aaliyah was the pop girl, the R&B girl, you know, the main chick, if you will, right? The star as far as R&B and pop music goes, at least in like the urban community, right? Before Beyonce was solo. Okay, Beyonce was still in Destiny's Child when Aaliyah was in her prime as a solo artist, okay? So I feel like a lot of people kind of skip over that. And to be honest with you guys, you know, my personal opinion, it doesn't have to resonate with everybody, but I honestly feel like if, you know, to this day, 2024, if Aaliyah was still alive, I'm not saying Beyonce would be just kind of like irrelevant, but I don't think that she would be on the high horse place that she's in right now. I really don't. Jay-Z either, okay? Because Jay-Z, as you know, was dealing with Beyonce at a very young age, okay? From way before they got married, any of that. Okay, kind of around the same time he was involved with Aaliyah. And not to say that Jay-Z and Aaliyah officially dated, okay? But they would definitely had some type of fling going on. It's just that Aaliyah was more into Dame Dash, okay? And that just didn't work out the way Jay wanted it to. So in my, you know, opinion from a spiritual aspect, it's kind of like since Aaliyah didn't want to do what Jay wanted her to do or needed her to do, if you will. Okay, as far as like the industry games go, he found himself another one, Beyonce, and it was, you know, it was happily ever after for them two ever since. So we're gonna just get into this. We're gonna start with a couple oracle cards first. We're going to start with Aaliyah's portion. This is going to be her perspective, how she felt, her thoughts when it came to Beyonce. Okay, and I am a medium, you guys. I know Aaliyah has since passed on. So some of these feelings that I'm picking up may even still be relevant, or how she still feels to this day, just in the afterlife. Okay, so this is definitely going to be more of like a flashback type of reading, if you will. Okay, Aaliyah passed back in like 2002, 2001. Maybe 2002. So it's been a long time. And it's, again, Beyonce, I think her solo career started in like 2004, and she's been on the high horse ever since. So let's get right into this. We're going to start with Aaliyah first. All right, then we'll switch over to Beyonce a little bit later. All right, Spirit, please give us some clear and concise messages regarding Aaliyah. please, and her thoughts, how she felt when it came to Beyonce, please. Thank you. Mirror. Okay. Interesting. It's so funny because before I even started this reading, guys, I was, shuffling with the same deck, just kind of like playing around, and I saw a card that said Golden Mirror. The Golden Mirror card is like a narcissist, love bombing, someone who's very self-absorbed. So the fact that I'm starting the actual reading and then another mirror card came out, that's interesting. So that kind of just tells me that Aaliyah could have thought, I felt that Beyonce was very narcissistic, self-absorbed, okay, a little stuck up maybe. Again, that's like golden mirror energy, like everything's all about me, me, me. But this card specifically, though, it says mirroring each other, okay, like being a reflection of one another, self-image, relationships reflect our wounds, and introspection. Okay, yeah, that's interesting. I'm hearing a song. I don't even know who it's by, but I think it's a girl group. But what I'm hearing is she wants to look like me. She wants to talk like me. Something, something, something on the floor like me. I don't even, that's a song, but I don't know. I'm so embarrassed because I don't know who it's by. It's some girl group, but it's just basically about like being like an imitator, if you will, right? Like you're trying to mirror what I do. And I was hearing take notes before I started this reading. So again, this doesn't necessarily have to be exactly true, but this just could have been Aaliyah's perception, right? Or how she felt when it came to Beyonce. It's like you're taking notes, you're seeing or watching what I'm doing, and you want to mirror. I'm hearing the word emulate. You want to emulate me? Interesting. Why is this here? How she felt in regards to Beyonce, please. Okay, wedding rings. Okay, this says union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And I get this wedding ring card. I also think of like contracts and agreements. When you get married to somebody, it's really just a contract, right? Or paperwork, between you and your spouse and the state, contractual agreement. But what's standing out to me right now is soul connection. And I just got a really heavy download. If you guys go back to my community board, I posted a post about Beyonce dressing up as Prince for Halloween. A couple days later, Prince's sister passed away. I think these celebrities do very weird stuff to do like energy harvesting. Okay, because I'm hearing like soul harvesting with this soul connection. It's like, again, and you guys, I'm a medium, so this could be like her current feelings as well, just in a realm that we can't necessarily see physically. Does that make sense? So I feel like she may still have the same feelings about Bay, even in the afterlife, the way that she did 20 something years ago. And it's like you're trying to stay connected to me or attached to me, but on a spiritual plane. This is very weird already, guys. I'm not even gonna lie. And I think that, okay, and it's not just Beyonce, okay? I think Kim Kardashian does stuff like that too. Energy harvesting, wearing certain pieces or even just buying collectibles of people that have passed away, like the Marilyn Monroes of the world. Okay, Drake does it too. Just as an example with Drake, right? Like having certain relics from historic rappers. Say for like Tupac's ring, right? Like, why do you need that? Why would you spend millions of dollars for that? It's kind of weird when you think of it from a more spiritual aspect, okay? Especially when you give witchy vibes like a Kim Kardashian and a Beyonce. It's definitely giving that. Wow, okay. Why is this here? Date. Meeting someone new. Dating, get back out there, plan and set a date. Okay. Oh shit, I have coffin at the bottom. Endings bring new beginnings, growth, change, transition, liberation. Wow, and I have girl with the snake underneath that. I don't like this already. Okay, it says empath and narcissist paradigm. Didn't I just say that a few minutes ago? I saw a card during my pre-shuffle about being a narcissist. Okay, it says being charmed or used, enable in boundaries. Okay, and this date card, it literally says dating, get back out there and plan and set a date. After that, I got the coffin card. Planning and set a date for somebody's death here or somebody's ending. And girl with the snake, and this is how she's viewing you, Beyonce? That sounds crazy. I don't like this already. Okay, and I'm hearing like mystery man. Mystery man? Okay, we know, like, again, I mentioned this earlier, the common denominator between these two, it just so happened to be Jay-Z, okay? And if you guys watched my Jay-Z and Aaliyah reading, Beyonce popped up a little bit here and there, right? But it was more so like, okay, there's somebody else that Jay-Z was dealing with, if not multiple other people, and Aaliyah wasn't having it. She didn't like that. She didn't appreciate that. You know, like, you're not going to make me one of your side pieces. That's not going to work. That's not going to happen. You know, or whatever, like, contract or agreement with this wedding rings card that's here that didn't work out with Jay-Z and Aaliyah, he took it on over with her, with Beyonce. Okay? But I'm just going to just say it outright, what I'm feeling. I'm sure it'll come out a little bit later. But with this date card, coffin showing up, girl with the snake, it's kind of giving me like maybe Aaliyah feels as though Beyonce could have allegedly, maybe had a little bit of a hand or influence. I'm not saying she called the shots and made the order. No. But just someone who will go along with the get along. Like, yeah, get her out of here. You know, Beyonce, I've done a couple readings about her involving of other people. She is not Mrs., you know, sweet, wholesome, Miss Houston, Texas, you know, little house on the prairie type girl. Not at all. Not at all. And again, I'm not saying she's out here calling hits on people, allegedly. But this is just what I'm getting from Aaliyah's energy. She could just feel that way and assume that. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be true, but I don't think she's feeling that way for no reason, guys. Especially for this to be coming out in the first, I've only been in this reading for 15 minutes, not even. Okay. I'm going to use the same deck. We're going to hop over to Beyonce really quick. And this is going to be Beyonce's thoughts and opinions, her views, her feelings when it comes to Aaliyah. Okay. I kind of want to get more specifically back in the day, though, like the early 2000s. Spirit, what was her energy like when it comes to Aaliyah back then? Not so much right now, but back then, please. What is this? You guys, you can't make this stuff up. The Golden Mirror card came out anyway. I was just talking about this. It says self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, and love bombing. Wow. Okay, so that's what this mirror energy is. It's like they both could have felt the same way about each other. It's like, you tell me you like me so much, or how much you are a fan of my music, how beautiful I am, la 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 la. But it's like, you really don't feel that way for real. You know, you're just saying that, just to be saying that. Okay, it's not to say they didn't acknowledge each other's talent, but it's like, you know, it's like competition. It's basically just giving competition. Okay, you have kisses here. It says unconditionally loving. Yep, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. So I said that a little while ago. Like, Beyonce was very much so like, oh my gosh, I love you. You're so amazing. You inspire me. But, you know, think about it this way. Like the way Megan, okay, be bigging up her relationship and how much she adores and loves Beyonce, it's kind of giving that, but like the first version of it. Okay, Beyonce was more in that Megan energy, but about Aaliyah. Okay, the way that Megan is about Beyonce, Beyonce was the same way, but about Aaliyah. Okay, maybe not so on the forefront about it, because obviously social media wasn't really a thing back then. Okay, let alone like all the internet fodder you have these days, the the stands and the fan pages. That wasn't a thing in the early 2000s. So it could have just been a more behind the scenes type of extreme admiration, you know? Giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Okay, very interesting. It's weird because Beyonce could feel this way about Aaliyah, but it's not really giving that. It's like, again, Beyonce could just be viewing her as like someone she really liked and had a lot of admiration for. But oh my gosh, what is that song I just heard by Beyonce? This is my shit. Bow down, bitches. What song is that? Bow down, bitches. Bow down, bitches. That's literally what I'm hearing. I don't know the name of the song. She's a mean girl. Oh my gosh. Like, what do you, girl? I'm mad I just channeled that song. So again, like competition is like she could have felt that way, but just from a more competitive type of aspect. It's not that Aaliyah was actually for real like a narcissistic person, you know? Jeez, sounds like more like projection. It's like because I feel this way about myself, she must feel this way about herself too. What is that song? This my shit. Bow down, bitches. Beyonce. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get another one, please. What is this? Keys on a ring. Okay, this is like having a lot of options. Decision, unconventional, string along, one night stand. Okay, she's viewing her. Yeah. Damn. Look at this. Sunglasses, watching, looking, stalking, perception, focusing out. And I said that a little while ago. Like Aaliyah felt that Beyonce was like kind of keeping tabs and watching and, you know, taking notes, basically. Wow. Keys on a ring. That's like, you know, having a lot of options or, you know, just being like being another notch in somebody's belt. So Beyonce, it's almost as if like she, again, I think her and Jay-Z were already messing around or dealing with each other when Aaliyah and Jay-Z were kind of messing around dealing with each other. So it's like she's viewing her as somebody like you're just another side piece. It's like he's not going to choose you or something like that. Wow. Or like, you know, that was a one night stand. He didn't really mean it with you. When Beyonce in reality, yeah, no, Jay-Z wanted her for real. Like if she would have chose Jay-Z, there would have been no you. I'm telling you that right now. Allegedly. Okay? So this heightened sense of self I'm getting from Beyonce right now is crazy. I've never felt this energy from her before. So she must have felt very strongly about Aaliyah. Wow. That's crazy. Okay, let me get one more, please. Wow. The snake just fell out. Wow. And I like you. Yeah. So it's like, you know, I'll tell you that, but I don't really fucking mean it. Or again, this could be how Aaliyah felt. I'm sorry, how Beyonce felt about Aaliyah, right? Like, okay, Aaliyah, you can tell me you like me so much, you think I'm beautiful, the music's good, but you don't mean that. Like, maybe she didn't really trust her for real. Mm. Okay, competition. Literally, what did I just say? It's like Beyonce saw her as competition. Okay, so it was like her time to get out of the way, and it's my time to shine. Competition, enemy, clever, malicious, look over your shoulder. Wow, the card literally says the other woman. Yeah, these two. Damn. Okay, that's very loud and clear. I'm gonna hop to the Panther Oracle real quick. We're gonna go back to Aaliyah really quick, all right, and get her thoughts and opinions and her feelings here, and then we'll jump back to Beyonce with the same deck in a minute. If this is making any sense to you guys, definitely leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know, okay? Because this is getting interesting very fast. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay, my bad, y'all. I'm back. Yeah, I had to take a second because that's how I know, like, I'm channeling and I'm going to a place where some of this may be accurate for real because my nose will start to tickle, it'll start to get itchy, it'll start to run really bad as if my allergies are kind of flaring up. And I felt like Like I could barely breathe through my nose. So my apologies, guys. But let's get back to this. Again, we're going to hop to another oracle deck for Aaliyah really quick. Okay. How is she feeling when it comes to Beyonce? Or how did she feel back in the day when it came to Beyonce? And it's like I'm hearing snake in the grass. It's almost like Aaliyah like smelt or saw the snake in the grass before it got too close to bite. She could have been a very intuitive person. Okay, and it's like just knew not to trust certain things or certain people in a way. Okay, let me see. Why is this here? What are her thoughts and opinions back then about Beyonce, please? Ha! I have aid here. Okay, and mask. Wow. So it's like, you know, it's giving kind of like you're fake. Okay, this mask card, it says deception, pretending, and inconstancy. So yeah, like you can tell me you like me, you love me all day long, but I can smell your shit from a mile away. Wow, and you have aid. Okay, it says mercy, charity, and kindness. Yeah, it's like, you know, damn. I don't know if Beyonce and Aaliyah ever collaborated for real, or were they supposed to work on music together? It's interesting though, because Beyonce is not going to work with people that she feels like are after her man, or that her man is putting above her. Does that make sense? Like she worked with Megan Thee Stallion, right? She gave her that remix, but she made it very clear to let us know, like, no, thank you for asking me to get on your song, Megan. I didn't ask to get on your song. You asked me. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think Beyonce is very fond of working with women that she feels are attached to Jay-Z in a romantic way. Okay? At all. But it's like maybe Jay or the labels wanted them to work together and it just didn't work. But the fact that she's viewing Beyonce like this, it's like, again, like you needed my help or you needed me, my look, my blueprint, right? To be where you're at. With this aid card, you know, I'm hearing handouts, like I'm not giving handouts or something like that. What is this? Schedule. Okay, this card says management, plan, and organize. That's very strange. This is the second card I'm seeing about planning and setting a date or having an arrangement. I don't like that. That's why I'm saying I think maybe they were supposed to work together, or it was in the plans for them to work with one another. Or maybe the labels just wanted them to do that, but it just didn't work out that way. But I can't help but, you know, planning and setting something up. I think maybe Aaliyah really feels like Beyonce could have had a hand in it. And again, it's allegedly, doesn't have to make it actually true. Okay, but if you refer back to my Jay-Z and Aaliyah reading, I was kind of getting the same vibe. Okay, but it just seems like Aaliyah is pointing the finger more at Beyonce than she was at Jay-Z. Okay, at least from a spiritual aspect. Okay, very strange. Okay, I'm gonna get a couple of these on Beyonce really quick. Why is this here? What are Beyonce's feelings or opinions when it comes to Aaliyah from back in the day, please? How did she feel about Aaliyah back then? What is this? Family? Wow, conflict and blind. You can't make this stuff up. This conflict card, it says difference, disputation, and quarrel. Wow, okay. Like a fight, an argument, not getting along. Then you have blind here. It says awkward, unknown, and vision problems. I think I got that same card for my Aaliyah Jay-Z reading. It's like walking into something blind or not knowing what's coming for you or what to expect. Okay, we know Aaliyah wasn't actually blind, like literally, so it's just kind of giving like you didn't see it coming or just being unbeknownst to you. Yeah, family here. It says bond, home, and background. Oh, shit. I just got a download. Damn it. Okay, this is kind of giving me like Beyonce acknowledging or I'm hearing like poking fun. It's like you don't even realize like your family had a hand in this. Like you don't even see it, but like your family is a lot of the reason why you're not here anymore. It's like you're pointing the finger at me, but you need to look around at your family for real, Aaliyah. Now, that kind of can connect to, I believe, Aaliyah's uncle was part of her music career. I don't know if he was like a head at a label or maybe her manager, but there was something that I've read before and I've seen it more than once or twice, but how Aaliyah's uncle got a really huge payout after she passed away. So it's like, you know, when the labels, they put insurance on the artist or how much they could have made on a projected aspect over years of time. It was like $90 million or something like that. I think her uncle got the payout. How or why, I don't really remember. But this is giving me like, girl, again, from Beyonce's perspective, like, girl, like, you don't even realize like your family may have had a hand in why you're not here anymore or why things were going the way they were for you. Interesting. Conflict. Like, yeah, it's like you're fighting with the wrong one. These two are giving me like they are at odds in a spiritual realm. Like, again, a place we cannot see physically. I don't know how to really explain this, but it's getting like, I'm very like emotional right now. And it's like, oh my God, I'm just, it's a lot. Like I feel very heavy. It's like spiritual war between these two or something, or maybe like their ancestors, or like something about spiritual court. I don't know, but Beyonce, I don't know if she like astral projects or what, but she's into some other stuff. And it's like at odds with each other spiritually. Okay? Wow. Let me see. Why is this here? Readiness. Okay. This Readiness card. It's like kind of like ready, set, go. It says prompt, arrangement, and preparation. That's another card I'm seeing, like planning, setting things up, arrangements. Okay, and you have friendship here. It says team, connection, and network. Yeah, it's like the people that like you are closest to, or the people in your circle and your group. That's who you need to be pointing the finger at, not me. You know? Wow, interesting. Okay, I'm going to get out of this and switch decks. Oh my God, this is a lot. Yeah, like your family and friends are the ones that are like, that you're not seeing, you know? With this blind, I'm hearing blindsided. Or maybe just the fact it's like, you know, the people around her that made themselves feel like family or feel like friends to Aaliyah, like they really weren't friends. You know, and that's, you know, that seems to be a common theme in the industry. It's like these people are not your friends for real. Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna use what's the tea really quick. We're gonna hop back over to Aaliyah and get her perspective. This is a lot. Again, guys, this is not really giving me so much like at odds physically when she was here. It was like, you know, haha, buddy, buddy, in your face. Okay, nice. We could smile with each other. But when we're not in the same room, no, just not a good vibe at all. And it's weird because it's giving me like, I guess like Aaliyah just hasn't let this go still, because, and it's like a spirit is not going to rest easily if justice hasn't been served properly. Okay, so I'm not saying like she hasn't crossed over or whatever, but it's just giving more so like I'm not going to let this go, or I'm not going to stop poking at her spiritually if this is not, you know, talked about more, or if more people don't realize this, that she's not the person that she paints herself to be. You know what I'm saying? Very interesting. Why is this here? Okay, let me go back. Okay, Spirit, what is Aaliyah's perspective, please? Or what was her perspective when it comes to Beyonce? Bad reputation. Wow. Okay, spiritual hater. What? You can't make this stuff up. Sometimes, you guys, I swear, like, I feel like I want to start doing readings. I'm going to pull like maybe one card and then just do a whole reading based off of one card, because like sometimes I feel like I don't even need the cards, but they are a helpful tool. But anyway, spiritual hater. This is more like spiritual warfare. And now I'm hearing, I'm more than sure, please don't quote me on this, because I know it's a verse in the Bible. I don't know where, but you know, this is a fight against not flesh and blood, but like, you know, spirits and principalities, you know? And I know I butchered that. Please don't come for me, but you get what I'm saying. Like, this is, you know, spirits in high places and principalities that are at war here. It says hates on your spirituality, light, magic, and power. I'm telling you, Aaliyah was very intuitive. Okay? She knew a lot, but didn't always say a lot, is what I'm getting, you know? And that's very interesting, because Virgos are very observant. Same thing. They may know a lot, but they may not say a whole lot right away. Okay? Capricorn, they can be a little more headstrong. That's more like a cardinal sign. Okay, but she's giving me, depending on other placements in her birth chart, it's like, you know, I may know a lot, but nah, that's not my cup of tea. That's not my business. Like, I'm gonna stray away from that as long as I can. Okay, we have bad reputation. This is how she's feeling about her opinion, or how she viewed Beyonce. Yeah, like, girl, you're not as this nice goody two shoes you make everybody think you are. And you know, as time goes on, we're in 2024 now. I think more people are starting to kind of like pull the veil back with that a little bit and start to see things for how they really are. Same thing with her husband, Jay-Z. Okay, the lid was way blown off about Diddy, you know, like, no, you're not the holier than thou, black boule, black excellence, like you try to paint it out to be. You know, why is this here, please? An offer. Yep, that's what I'm saying, that there was some kind of like offer or a contract that would have been offered to Aaliyah, or again wanted to work together, but it just didn't happen that way. Wow, from the boss daddy. Yep, this is giving me like either from Jay. It's like, you know what? He's so narcissistic. It's like, well, you know, you guys don't have to get along, but I can still make money from both of y'all, so that's the least we can do, get you guys to work together. You don't have to be friends. You know what I mean? It's like he just sees money bags when it comes to these girls. Or this could also be the label as well. The boss daddy wanted to get them to work together, but it just didn't get there. Okay? Let me get one more, please. And it could have been an offer made from Beyonce, because maybe Beyonce is the one who wanted to work with her. Again, what did I say? It's like, you know, Megan, you asked me to be on Savage. I didn't ask to be on Savage, okay? It could have been the same thing with Aaliyah and Beyonce. It's like, no, Beyonce, you asked to be on Rock the Boat, just as an example, right? I didn't ask you to be on that song. You wanted to be on that song. Okay, so it's like, I'm hearing, don't get it twisted. Like, you offered to me. I didn't offer you shit, Beyonce. Okay? Played out. Okay? It's like, no, like, I don't want anything to do with that. Interesting. Looking you up. Yep. And granted, you know, this card says researching you, studying you, getting info. Okay, yeah, so you're not going to use me for clout, but with this looking you up, again, you know, the social media aspect wasn't necessarily a thing back then, but it's like, you know, you want the blueprint, you're keeping tabs on me, you may be asking people around about me, you know, you watch my videos, you listen to my stuff just because you're trying to, you know, collect Mario coins and use them for later, is kind of the energy that I'm getting here. Not because you actually give a fuck about me, you know? Looking you up. It's like studying her or something. There's somebody on this card. I know it's a little hard to see in the camera, but you can see someone doing a Google search. It looks like they're doing a Google search on somebody named Francesca Woodman. Does anybody know who that is? Francesca Woodman? I can't see who she is on this card, but I've never even looked into that every time I get this card. But Francesca Woodman. If somebody wants to look that up and let me know, or I guess by the time this video loads, I'll look it up and maybe post it in the comments. But I feel like maybe that has something to do with something here. Not her specifically, but was she like an artist? Was she into music? Was she an author? Like, who is that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to look that up and see what that has to do with anything. But anyway, I digress. Let's get back to Beyonce. We're going to use the same deck for B. Okay. Why is this here? How does she feel when it comes to Aaliyah? Spirit, please. Oh, wow. Love triangle. Then you have Queen Rising. You can't make this stuff up. Okay, love triangle. It says third party, multiple lover, and choices. Yeah, so these two are definitely like in a love triangle, and we know who that third person would be, right? You have Queen Rising here. This kind of gives me Queen of Wands energy, stepping into your power, praised, coming up and in the spotlight. Yeah, so it's like, oh shit. Okay, I just got to download, but I have in their head overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. So she was giving, this is giving me like obsessed vibes, like girl. And it's so funny because wasn't Beyonce in that movie called Obsession or Obsessed? Where like the blonde chick was like messing with her husband all the damn time. But I just heard a Jennifer Hudson song. She's got a song called Spotlight. I don't really know the lyrics for what I'm hearing, and I don't like living under your spotlight. Hoo-hoo. You know, I don't like living under your spotlight. Didn't Jennifer Hudson and Beyonce work on a movie together too? This is so weird. This is like a lot of different things at play. But yeah, it's like, I don't like living under your spotlight. Like, the spotlight is on you right now, Aaliyah, but I want the spotlight on me. I don't want to be living in your shadow. Okay, and you have in their head, overthinking, stressed, and overanalyzing. You know, it's like a woman, she's just staring at a leaf. It's like, you know, oh, when am I can't wait to be in her position, or I can't wait for my time to come, you know? Interesting. And I get this vibe from her, from Aaliyah. I'm hearing, I think it's in Euphoria from Kendrick Lamar. I was channeling this song the other day in a reading I did, but it's kind of giving me like, yeah, you know, like Destiny's Child might be a little played out. Maybe like, you know, thinking in the future, years in advance. But it's like, from that Kendrick Lamar song, he said, still wish that you see success. Everything with me is blessed. So it's like, you know, Aaliyah didn't wish bad on her. It's like, again, we could coexist or something. But with Beyonce, it's like, no, you are in my spotlight. This is my shit. Bow down, bitches. Like, that's literally what I keep getting from her. And a love triangle, that just made it worse. That just made it worse, you know? And now I really don't fuck with you for real, you know? But at the same time, I'm like steady watching you or wondering how I can be more like you. Very interesting. Now, granted, you know, personally, I feel like, you know, Aaliyah was a little more R&B and Beyonce seems to be like a little more pop, like directed in a way. I don't really like hear similarities between the two of them personally. Okay, I don't think, you know, their vocal tone is the same. I don't think their approach with music is the same whatsoever. I feel like Beyonce is a lot more high energy, whereas Aaliyah was a lot more, you know, just go with the flow. It was just more cool, more natural. You know what I'm saying? Not to say not more natural, but because obviously Beyonce's a natural talent, but it's just very like, I'm hearing boom, boom, cat, boom, cat. Like, I don't know what that's about, but it's just, I'm hearing militant. It's more militant. Whereas Aaliyah was just very like cool flow, like, you know, go with the vibes, you know, very laid back. I hope that makes sense, you guys. And it showed in the music, I feel like, you know. Why is this here? Huh. Wow. Shine here. You got a crucifix in the middle of a Bible. It says, your light irritates their demons. And then we had what for Aaliyah? Spiritual hater. And it's coming, it seems like Beyonce is coming from like a very inflated ego where it's like, well, you know, I think I'm the shit. She probably thinks she's the shit too and better than everybody. When it's like, no, that's really not her thought process for real, or it wasn't. Beyonce is coming from a more like competitive, like, you know, get the fuck out of my way. This is my time. Where Aaliyah is more like, listen, we can coexist. I don't have to like you. You don't have to like me. We don't got to work together, but we can coexist. It's music, you know? But Beyonce is like, she, again, the love triangle thing on top of that just made it even worse. Damn. Your light irritates their demons. That's crazy. Why is this here? Travel. Jeez. Obsessive lover. What did I just say? It's like Beyonce is giving like, girl, like, because you can't be her, you're going to be obsessed with her and try to take her over. Wasting time. And you have this travel card here. Now, we know Aaliyah was traveling, okay? Her passing was due to a plane crash, okay? So this travel card is here. Wow. Okay. This is a lot. This is a lot. I'm gonna use one tarot deck for Aaliyah. We're gonna hop into the tarot now, and then we'll switch decks for Beyonce, just in case some of the same cards need to show face again. If you guys like this reading, this is making any sense to you, definitely leave a like on the video. Let me know what you know. Okay. Spirit, please give us some clear and concise messages when it comes to Aaliyah, please, and how she felt or viewed Beyonce. Page of Pentacles. Oops. Too many cards. I'm seeing the Seven of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Okay. What is this? Again, that kind of goes back to like being an option, having a lot of options with that keys on a ring card. You know, this is like confusion, illusion. The Seven of Cups. I'm hearing like grandeur, delirium, grandeur. Okay. It's also, again, having a lot of options, daydreaming, fantasizing. Why is this here? Let me get one more, please. Oh, shit. What is this? Two of Pentacles. And then the Hierophant. That can represent the music industry. Okay, again, it's giving like an offer was made by the industry here. Okay, the powers that be, the higher ups, the people in charge, right, when it comes to these industry readings. So there was definitely an offer here to be made. Like, listen, Aaliyah, we want you to work with her. You know, we get it. You guys don't necessarily get along, but it would be great for revenue. People would love it. The fans would love it. Blah, 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 blah. So why don't you go over here and do this with her? But it just didn't work. I don't think Aaliyah wanted to do that for real. You know? Again, that's not that she didn't respect her, but it's like, I just don't want to do that. Especially because I'm getting here, Aaliyah just can smell like the BS from a mile away. It's like, you want my spot. Why would I work with you when you don't even want me here? Does that make sense, guys? Yep, Queen of Cups. Yep, she's very intuitive. Then the Emperor card again, the powers that be, the people in charge, the people that make the rules, you know. Page of Pentacles, this is like another offer as well. An offer being presented. It's kind of like a breadcrumb. Maybe, okay, I will say that. Aaliyah is acknowledging that. Like, listen, you know, you're not as big as me. And again, Beyonce was very popular with the Destiny's Child stuff back in the day before she went solo. So it's not to say she was a small fish. But compared to Aaliyah at the time, yeah, like you are a small fry. Okay? With this Page of Pentacles. Or like the up and comer is what I'm hearing. Two of Pentacles is juggling, maybe being confused. There's a lot of confusion energy here though. Like the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles, like juggling multiple options, not knowing what to do next. Okay, being very confused. I think this came out with the reading I did between Jay-Z and Aaliyah, where it's like before she got on the plane, it was coming out that she was, you know, like a little inebriated or under some type of influence here. Okay, why is this here? Eight of Cups and the Hangman. Okay, Pisces energy, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio with this Eight of Cups. The Hangman is like having a new perspective, changing your mind about things, or having to let something go. Okay. Oh, this is like my sacrifice card. Damn it. Okay, now this is making sense. Let me get one more, please. This is making sense now. Queen of Wands. Wow. And that Queen Rising came out already, too. Someone who's very, first of all, very beautiful, very talented, very passionate. You know, they go after what they want, very ambitious. But the Queen of Wands can kind of be like a witch, too, low-key, like a warlock or a witch if it's a woman. I don't know why I'm getting that. Yeah, the Star card. It's like you mess around with like the spiritual side of things, okay? The Star card is a very spiritual card. It's like a wish fulfillment. Okay, dreams coming true, being this in the spotlight, celebrity status, you know? So it's like you wanted to take my spot is what I'm getting here. Queen of Wands is definitely somebody in the spotlight. They get a lot of attention. So, you know, it's like, girl, you had to get me out of the way. Eight of Cups and the Hangman. I'm getting like heavy moon magic here. But it's like, you know, you needed people to let me go or walk away from me or not view me the same. You know, and while you walk away scot-free, as if nothing, or as if you have nothing to do with it. You know, and okay, this is giving me, it's like Aaliyah really wants people to have a certain perspective or realize something for what it is when it comes to Beyonce, is what I'm getting here. And it's kind of giving me like when people take the veil off and change their perspective and see things for how they really are with this Hangman, they're going to leave you alone and walk away from you. Beyonce, okay, is what I'm getting here. Okay, that's what it is too. And it's like you've got the people, the public, very confused, smoke screen, living in illusion and la la land. You know? And it's just giving like you wanted my spotlight, or you wanted to be in the position I was in, and you wanted people to like leave me alone or walk away from me. So, but it's like it wasn't gonna work that way. So, you know, with this Page of Pentacles and the Hangman, it's like, you know, you were the next up basically in order for me to be a sacrifice. Here is what I'm getting. Allegedly. In Page of Pentacles is like an offer of money. Wow. Why is this here? The High Priestess. Yeah, it's like, oh, Jesus. You can't make this stuff up. I just told you guys a little while ago, like, yeah, Aaliyah was definitely very intuitive. Says a lot. I mean, knows a lot, but doesn't say a lot. And that is like the epitome of the High Priestess, okay? The holder of esoteric knowledge. And what did I just say? Like, this is her perspective of Beyonce. Queen of Wands with this High Priestess, this is like a witch. Okay, somebody who may dip and dabble in esoteric magic, root work, spell work. Okay, and then you have the Death card here. I was just hearing moon magic. Okay, Scorpio energy with this Death card, and it's like, you know, what are you doing? Like using spiritual work or witchcraft for some type of like death magic here or something, you know what I mean? Allegedly, guys. I know that's probably going to sound really crazy to a lot of you, but no, it's really not that crazy, okay? It's really not that crazy when you understand how some people's spiritual practices go, okay? They're not just out here sacrificing goats and stuff like that, guys, okay? Like, yes, they do it to humans as well. We may not like it or think it's something so regular or common, but it's really not that far-fetched when you have an understanding of other spiritual practices, okay? Why is this here? I don't like this. The Death card, that can, again, I saw the Coffin card earlier. Change, transformation. And it's like, you know, Aaliyah is acknowledging, like, you kind of had to, like, get me out of the way, because people weren't going to just stop messing with me or stop dealing with me just because you are around. You know what I'm saying? It would have been too much of a competitive playing field if Aaliyah was still around. I'm telling you guys. Wow. That's interesting. Why is this here? Can you get one more, please? Eight of Wands. Jesus Christ. And this is my traveling energy. Literally traveling with this Eight of Wands. If not communication back and forth. Something that happened very fast. Very swift. Okay, the Magician card. A manipulator. Someone who performs tricks on people. Mind games. Or a manifestation. Okay. Magic. I was just saying that. Witchcraft. Okay. Magic, the Magician card, and the High Priestess, and the Queen of Wands. That's a karmic. It's a karmic. Yeah, look at that. Magic and the star power here. It's like you manifested this. Or like your wish fulfillment was to get me the hell out of here. And, you know, and it didn't necessarily have to be in the way that it happened, right? You know, again, we know Aaliyah passed due to a plane crash. But it wouldn't, the PR stuff, the media game, trying to make her seem like she's crazy or a druggie, this, that, and the third, like the way they do, say, for example, Cat Williams or DMX. You know, they tarnish your name. Michael Jackson, they did to him for the longest. They have to tarnish your name publicly. And that's how they kind of slowly try to eliminate you from the spotlight. Oh, you know, the public, they'll just go with whatever we tell them. Oh, you know, let's put them in jail, or, you know, they're on drugs, they're alcoholic, they had a car accident and killed somebody, so the public won't mess with them anymore. That wasn't going to work with Aaliyah. That wasn't going to work with her, because the people were so enamored by her, and other people in the industry also knew, and still to this day talk about how much of an angel she was, how sweet she was, how warm and embracing she was. So the whole media manipulating tactics, you know, like, oh, she was a druggie, or she went to jail, this, that, and the third, abuse, that wasn't going to work. So it's like they had to figure out another way to get her out of the way. I'm hearing it's like you ruffled too many feathers, is what I'm getting here, Aaliyah. Like you were ruffling too many feathers with too many people. And it's almost like they kind of had to like get her out of the way here. Interesting. This is crazy. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Very interesting. I want to switch decks really quick, guys, okay? And pull on Beyoncé. If this is making any sense to you guys, leave a like on the video, okay? I'm not monetized on YouTube, so I can, you know, say things a little bit more freely on here. But, you know, of course, got to throw in that allegedly in there every once in a while. I just picked up the deck. Look who's showing up already. Queen of Pentacles. Okay? All right, B, what was your thoughts and opinions, or how did you view Aaliyah, please? I think it's very clear, very obvious, just in the oracles how you felt, but let's see. Oh, you guys! You can't make this stuff up. Queen of Wands, the High Priestess is here again, and the Death card. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up. I'm going to keep them. But I told you, I was like, I got to switch decks, because the same cards are probably going to show face. And Queen of Pentacles here, Queen of Wands. You guys are not going to believe who's underneath this Queen of Pentacles. I'll give you a Jeopardy minute just to guess. Who do you think is underneath this Queen of Pentacles right now? The King of Cups. Okay, the Scorpio. Who the hell is the King of Cups? Why are you even showing up in this reading, diddler? You know? Oh, these people, man. These people. I'm hearing the word cult. Like, these people are ridiculous. Why is this here? And again, this is Beyonce acknowledging, like, yeah, Aaliyah was very intuitive. She could smell the BS from a mile away. This is definitely more so like spiritual warfare, more than ever could have been physical. Okay? Like this seems to be like something that was meant to happen or meant to take place in a spiritual realm. So it's almost as if like the ancestors or the spiritual judges, spiritual high court needed Aaliyah to basically bring forward what is happening now, what we're seeing happen in our faces right now with Beyonce and Jay-Z, kind of just slowly but surely being called out for certain things in a public manner. And this is also Beyonce acknowledging, like, yeah, Aaliyah, she knows a lot, but she's not going to say shit. We don't know what she knows. You know what I mean? Damn, with the death card. Oh, gosh. Look who's showing up. I shuffled once or twice. King of Wands is showing up here. And this is who? The common denominator between these two. You can't make this stuff up. I swear. Spirit, you are on one today. What thoughts and feelings regarding Aaliyah, please? Thank you. Wow. Beyonce. Queen of Pentacles showing up again anyway. Ace of Wands here. Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like they wanted to knock her off her wheel of fortune. Okay, karma, destiny. This is also a travel card for me, Wheel of Fortune, but things that are supposed to happen in good faith for you, but it's in the reverse. So it's like, you know, I want to knock you off your high horse. I'm hearing exterminated. Like, I want you exterminated. That sounds crazy. Five of Pentacles is like being emotionally detached or having a really bad financial situation. Okay, having to move or relocate as well. Ace of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So it's like trying to affect somebody's karma or fate or destiny. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. Seven of Wands can talk about, you know, defending yourself, standing your ground. But again, if you guys refer back to my Jay-Z and Aaliyah reading, it's as if she was under the influence or sedated of some sort. So it's like her defenses were down. She couldn't have defended herself or stopped anything from happening because her defenses were basically lowered. Her inhibitions were lowered. So she couldn't have defended herself. You know what I'm saying? King of Pentacles here. Wow, this is interesting. But Queen of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands. So this it's, we know, again, they're both earth signs. So it probably would have showed up anyway. But again, it's giving like she was viewing Aaliyah as someone who was very well rounded, very well liked as well. Okay, Queen of Pentacles is like someone who's very popular amongst other people and her network as well. I'm sorry, I'm getting a phone call, you guys, so it kind of distracted me a little bit. But Ace of Wands, that can talk about a new beginning, a fresh start, or your work, your passions, your projects. So this is this is Beyonce pretty much acknowledging like, yeah, she wanted to work with Aaliyah, literally. Okay, but it's giving like Aaliyah didn't want to do that. She could be viewing, or she could have viewed Aaliyah as someone who was very like detached from her, didn't really want any parts. Very interesting. But you know, of course, with the media game and, you know, PR and going to award shows, red carpets, it's like you got to make it look good, obviously. You know, why is this here? It's like literally, I'm the death to the Queen of Pentacles. I'm saying death on top of this Queen of Pentacles card. That's crazy. Why is this here, please? Oops. Page of Wands. Okay. I can talk about someone being a messenger or bringing in some good news. Page of Wands is also someone who's very eager to get started or do something here or to speak up and say something. Oh, shit. Okay, that's what it is. It's also, again, whatever it is, I was getting that in my last reading too. It's like whatever Aaliyah knew about, she was going to like speak up and say something, or maybe it was like a threat from Aaliyah that I'm going to speak up and say something here. it could have just been about something about Jay-Z and the business dealings behind the scenes being a little funny. And it's like they kind of had to get her out of the way or something. But this is feeling a lot more fueled by Beyonce than it is Jay-Z. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. It's like she had an incentive to get her out of the way. You know, again, it's like the next runner-up. You know, Page of Wands, they're waiting to become the knight and then turn into the king. You know? Wow. Why is this here? How she feels or how she viewed Aaliyah, please? Page of Swords. Yeah. Watching, taking the blueprint. Again, it's like speaking. Someone who knows a lot, but they don't say a lot for real. Page of Swords is also like delayed communication. Why is this here, please? Oh shit, the Tower. Knight of Wands is here. Too many cards. Wow. The Tower and the Knight of Wands. So just really quick, guys. The Knight of Wands, you know, is yes, somebody who is very brave. They go after what they want, you know, very ambitious. But it's also a traveling energy. Okay, when you're not talking about a particular person, it's just the energy of traveling or moving. Just like the Eight of Wands is the energy of traveling. Okay, then you have the Tower here. Literally a tower moment while traveling. Okay. Wow. And on top of that, you know, she could have viewed Aaliyah as someone, I'm hearing the word a hussy. Who even says that anymore? A hussy? Like, that's so old school. But like, granted, not that Aaliyah actually was, but I was picking up in my Aaliyah Jay-Z reading that she was kind of like in and out, like between Dame Dash and Jay. Dame Dash and Jay. But she really did have more true feelings for Dame Dash, you know? So she may view Aaliyah in the Knight of Wands energy, someone who could have been very in and out, you know, just here for a good time. You know, somebody who was like a hit it and quit it energy. Again, she was viewing her as somebody like a one night stand. Okay. So of course, if somebody is messing with your husband or messing with your boyfriend, you may see them as, you know, a bit of a hoe, right? Male or female. But not to say that it's actually true. Again, it's just you were messing with my man, the man I was dealing with, so now I really don't like you. You know what I'm saying? The Tower card, it's like upheaval, transformation, shocking change. And it's like the tower kind of has to crumble in order for a new one to be erected. So it's like Aaliyah's tower had to crumble out of the spotlight so Beyonce's tower could be erected in the spotlight. You know, and this is giving me like surveillance, watching, keeping tabs. It's almost as if, I don't want to say that, but I'm going to say it. It's almost as if she was allegedly expecting this tower moment to happen. Okay, and this Tower card is coming out underneath the Death card and the Queen of Pentacles. This is not okay. This is crazy. Why is this here? The Strength card and the Nine of Cups. It's like a wish fulfillment. That sounds really bad. Ooh. Yeah, the Ace of Cups and the Devil card. Look, another traveling card. Three of Wands. Traveling across state lines or overseas. You know, this is attached to like a romantic attachment, a love affair. Okay? With the Devil card, definitely heavy love affair vibes. Obsessed. It's like, I'm so obsessed with you. It's like, if I can't emulate you or be like you, then I'm just going to be the new you. Literally. Okay? Devil card is also industry, contracts, agreements, codependency, toxic attachment. Toxic attachment. Okay? Strength card and the Nine of Cups. Strength card and talk about holding back. Again, it's like maybe they could have threatened her or been like, hey, you know, don't say this, don't do that. You know, just sit back and shut up. But Aaliyah wasn't going to do that. She's giving me like the energy of somebody who is, you know, not defiant, but if you tell me what to do too many times, I'm going to do exactly what you told me not to do. Nine of Cups is also someone who's very awarded, very good at what they do, very well accomplished, okay? Very happy, wish fulfillment, right? And it's like, damn, it's like Beyonce just kind of wants to like take her off her high horse here or something. It's like, if you don't stop doing this, or if you don't hold back and control yourself from dealing with my man, then it's up for you, you know? Wow. Again, someone who's viewing her as someone who's very well liked, very well respected in the industry, behind the scenes, not just by the fans, but by the other people in the industry as well. So again, like the media game, trying to like tear down her image, Aaliyah, it wouldn't have worked. It wasn't going to work that way. So it's like they had to do it the other way. Okay? If you catch my drift. But this is very interesting. I was not expecting this to go this way at all. I mean, it kind of was, but not this deep. This is giving heavy spiritual warfare. Like this, they may have been at odds, like on the physical realm, but it's ramped up to a whole nother level right now on the spiritual realm. Wow, and it's like spiritual court is at play. This is probably why we're seeing what we're seeing right now happen between the Diddy's. You know, Jay-Z is kind of like, you know, he's being investigated, I'm more than sure. So he's, you know, kind of on the fence of kind of being exposed in one way, shape, or form. And Beyonce, you're going to be attached to that right there in the center of when Jay-Z's shit starts to boil over. And that is going to be the justice that will kind of rest Aaliyah's soul a little bit more, because it seems like she's very upset, very angry. Not angry, but it's like just not very rested. This is something that has been kind of bothering her spirit, it seems like, for a very long time. And it's like, until people see you for who you are, Beyonce, like I won't rest until that's done. It's kind of like Kim Porter's energy, you know, kind of, she couldn't do it here in the physical realm, so it's being ramped up against Diddy in the spiritual realm, and it starts to trickle down in the physical. Hence Diddy, you know, the tapes coming out, these lawsuits, him being thrown in jail. You know, that is kind of in a way Kim Porter's justice, or all the people that Diddy has, quote unquote, allegedly gotten out of here. Their justice, okay? It's being served in the spiritual realm, and it's trickling down slowly but surely here in the 3D reality, essentially. Okay, but I'm gonna tap out of this. This was a lot. This was a lot. I really, really hope that you guys enjoyed this, or you guys were able to pull something from this. If you like this reading, leave a like on the video, subscribe. I would love to have you here, part of the family. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys so much, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.